2025. And just a couple hours away from a new year, a clean slate, something new to look on, some goals to pursue, a lot of things to complete. Um, I think 2025 was one of the best years of my life because I learned a lot. Learned a lot, just from like life wise. I learned a lot. As the 20-year-old I am, I turned 21 in 11 days. Yeah, getting old out here. I learned a lot. Um, you know, I was in a lot of fear. I was in a lot of fear, but I feel like every 20-year-old goes through that. Scared of what the future holds, and it really taught myself to just you gotta live in the moment because you can't really control the future. Just live in the moment, do what you need to do, and live in God's purpose. Um, I definitely feel like in 2025 I got closer with God, and sometimes I got pushed away. So I feel like in for 2026 I want to do better with that. Uh, oh yeah, this year definitely taught me discipline, and discipline more than motivation because motivation can come and go. Discipline, it always stays there. You need it. You gonna need it. Like you wake up. I know you wake up. Like I know you're tired. I know you're tired and all, but just show up. Just show up. Give it your best. 100% every day. Even though if you're tired, do it every day. Every day, 100%. A lot of things do not deserve my energy. I feel like there's a lot of battles that don't need to be fought. It's not worth it. It's just, if that person want to go, you let them go. Cause you know what? Cause God takes them away for a reason, and they give you a brand new person, someone that's way better than them. And I feel like, yeah, the biggest thing in 2025 that I learned is to face myself. I had a bunch of fears and anxieties and all that. I was feared about what if I do this, what if I do that. Even with my career on what I want to do, I was so scared of like so sometimes taking roles and doing auditions and even when I'm on set messing up on my lines and all that because I don't never want to leave a bad impression for nobody. But oh yeah, and I also learned a lot about progress. Um, some days you're gonna wake up, you're gonna feel strong. You're gonna be ready to take one day. Even other days, you feel like you're back to normal. You're back at square one, trying to be something, trying to conquer something. You're you end up failing. You're back at square one. I read a Bible verse. It was Proverbs 24:16. It said that whenever you fail, get back up and rise again. Keep battling at it, cause one day, cause I know the next time you battle it, you're gonna conquer it. You're gonna conquer it. Also, yeah, this year taught me. This year also taught me to trust God's timing on my own. I know I question a lot of things. I question a lot of things. I know one thing is that question God because all of His timing, everything's gonna be perfect. Even I gotta trust His timing more than my own. I need to learn that more in 2026. I need to learn His timing more than my own. It's because something that you've been waiting for that didn't happen yet. Just because something didn't happen yet doesn't mean that it never will. Just keep trusting God's timing. Keep praying, keep reading scripture every day. You know, I know I know I want to get closer with God next year. I want to be a better person. Of course, we always want to be a better person. I want to live in God's purpose. I want to be able to lead someone to Christianity or Catholicism, whatever. But yeah, if you're still standing at the end of this year, give yourself some credit. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a hug because you know a lot of people don't get to see a whole year. Some people don't get to see the age that we're turning, and it's all in God's blessing. Just thank God for making you get through another year, surviving another year because life isn't easy. Life isn't easy. Life is meant to be hard. But just don't ever give up. Just don't ever give up. Sean, I'm gonna do another video about like 2025 as a filmmaker. But yeah, Give yourself a pat on the back. You made it through another year. 2026, you going up. This is gonna be a career year. This is gonna be a life-changing year for you. And as long as you put in the work, as long as you put in the work, keep God first, and keep those good people around you, you will be unstoppable.